Hello, hello, everyone. What is up? Liking that. Who do we have in the stream chat? The Real Hammer, Billy Lee, Krell, Clovershroom, Bald Bull, the Dubs Club. What is up, man? Stupendous man. Tracy Gleave, what is up? Thank you for joining us. Player WM86. Todd, how are you, man? Obi-Wan's and Orlando, the Trek Reviewer, Starcourt Arcade, Hater Shack, back from being the Dark Hater Shack. Shouts to Dan Icavelli. He's one of your lifetime members. Rehab Submarine Figment. What is up, man? Thank you for being here. That means that you're going to get a write-up about whatever today's Monday mystery game is. Hopefully. Bad News to Cruz, check it in. And Bullmaster, JS, and Orlando hoping for an 80s game. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Galloping Mom in the stream chat. That's my mom, everybody. Say hello. Hello, Mother.
Thank you.
Kenny, what is up? Kevin. It's getting close to that time. Jose's here. Cracker Jack.
Thank you.
Happy birthday again. Bad News to Cruz. His birthday yesterday. Prestige with that sub, that prime sub. Ed sending 200 bits our way. YTZ sending 165 bits our way. Thank you all so much for that. The Hype Man sending 1,000 bits. Thank you, man. Super generous of you. Slam Dunk. Thank you for the sub. And Kenny, thank you for the sub. A-Train with that prime sub. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
You know, the dam is about to burst with the amount of things going on.
I'd buy that for $1.
I should say when the levee breaks, it's coming. It's coming. So much stuff about to happen here.
I'd buy that for $1.
Canton looking good. We've got some videos that we've been rounding up. Rumors are a podcast is on the horizon. Dark Presence stuff. Many, many things. Many things coming up. 2024 going to go by like that. Always moving forward. Getting that date downloaded. Are you ready? Wait. That didn't sound like anyone was ready. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the Monday Mystery Game?
Hey everybody, this is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, March 4th, 2024, and we are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game. This time, game number 973 going on the arcade floor. Last week, number 972 was none other than Battle Back Raid, released from Aiding back in 1999. Amazing vertical shmup. A lot of different
Released from Aiding
ships
back in
to try out.
1999.
You play this
Saw
with some
some
pretty
T20.
good runs, but nothing that toppled the
Did you watch-
T20 score.
Anybody play it? Zurst, maybe?
I don't think anybody has
All
touched
right,
that yet. I think it'll be, that's pretty high up there. We will see, though. What a great game. So much time needs to be put in to get, like,
I know what
this
this
is not one of those entry-level
Yep.
shmups where you're just kind of given the basics. It's not an Arbalester or anything where you're at, there's not a lot of mechanics. This, just having so many ships alone, takes a while to find the one that's just right for your play style. So looking forward to seeing everybody putting in some time on Battle Back Raid number 972 as we are creeping ever closer to game number 1000, the largest arcade in the world. You know, as I was looking at some internet data, and I was on the Guinness World Records website, which, you know, largest arcade is based on the number of games, not square footage or anything like that. And it's not even a question. But I think this is going to be the year. Maybe. On the we'll get into why we've been so hesitant to go and get that registered through Guinness, because it is going to change some things. But we'll get to that on the podcast. Waffles, mark that down as a topic for this 19-hour podcast that we're going to do coming up at some point. We have Arcade Wars news. We walked away the champions on Punisher. Let's look at those totals. Congratulations. To who had top score on that? I know Jim Pantzer put up a beast of a score over at the Garcade. But none other than the one and only Pete Hahn coming in, putting up an 8 million score on Punisher, securing us the win. Andrew Owasco and Jibbo Slice putting up solid scores as well, making us walk away the victors this year. So thank you guys for all that. Some excellent scores from Underground Retrocade and One Up and Retrovolt and Revival Arcade, Garcade. Everybody putting in some High Score Arcade. Everybody putting in some great scores. But on to the next challenge with Arcade Wars, and it's this month. The new game is none other than Centipede, which I know we have some phenomenal Centipede players out there. Hopefully they'll come in and put in some scores, because there's a lot of people pretty good at Centipede. Maybe we can get Duke Dang out here. It would be a much welcome score here, as good as Duke is on Centipede. There's those games. Watching Duke play Centipede, it's one of those games. It's like watching Fred DeHart play Mars Matrix, or Matt Walters play Metal Black. Any number of the games Matt Walters is good at. Oh, Anthony Paparo plays Splatterhouse. always awesome to see those players that they've got their game. This weekend, I think, well, whenever March 1st was, it seems like forever ago. I think that was Friday. March 1st, we had the 5-year anniversary of Galloping Goes Pinball. So thank you all for making Galloping Goes Pinball continue to grow and do well. And we've been at 45 games for a bit now down there, and tournaments being run, and always an awesome thing to see everybody enjoying pinball. And as always, got to give a huge thanks to Master Tech Ken Walker for putting all that effort in that he does to keep those machines running great, and Master Tech Doug Fox. We had a new challenge recently with on our Freddy Krueger machine down at Pinball. The glove, the elusive Freddy glove that bats the ball back in from the slide. All the blades had broken off, and unfortunately NOS gloves are all but unobtainable. When you do see them, they're $250. So we hit up our friend Ken Coy over at Coy Concepts, had it all recast and remade, hand painted. Now we can change these out whenever we want, should those blades break, but because they're aluminum now, I don't think that's going to be an issue. So pretty happy. Huge thanks. Ken Coy did such an amazing job on getting that. It's a perfect replica, and happy to have that back on Freddy. We'll have that back up and running tomorrow. So head on down, Galloping Goes Pinball, 5 years, more to come. Been talking about maybe doing maybe some expanding over there too. It's getting a little tight. And, what if we want to put up some more games down there? So we'll see. If I'm not mistaken, I got to give a shout out. I think I saw Undead said his birthday. Undead, happy birthday, man. We have coming up also this week, Wednesday, it's GGA Jeremiah's birthday. So make sure if you see him, say happy birthday. That guy, he's been here since before the arcade was a thing. He was an intern at Productions when we were filming Dark Presence back in 2005. So that guy's been here forever, and also I wouldn't want to be doing what I get to do without Jeremiah around here. He's amazing to work with, that guy, and knows everything that's going on. And happy birthday to Jeremiah on Wednesday. For his birthday, why don't we wow Jeremiah with some incredible scores? That guy loves seeing excellence in high scores, and it means so much to him to see the players down here. It really pushes him and motivates him. And what? There's no new scores this week. There are none. We don't have to even summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, Mr. GJ and Tommy Walls. He doesn't even need to come up here for that. Is that a first? Do we even do a Monday Mystery? Is anybody playing anything? All right. Well, Jeremiah's, for his birthday, he gets disappointment. Oh, sorry, Jeremiah. I was expecting 10 world records from Andrew. Jimbo Slice coming on strong, taking back that forgotten world score. No. Anthony Paparo coming in, putting up a new split. No. What happened this week? Interesting. Anyway, let's summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, Mr. GJ Tommy Waffles. And we can ask him, Tom, How was the weekend?
Starting on this side is kind of weird. Testing 1, 2, 3. It was pretty good. We got to, kind of sit back in our recliners and chill out as we only had merely about 5:50 Saturday. So it was
What's going on here?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. No, it was good. Obviously, shout out to the guys working. I was absent Saturday, so I think Mr. Matt and Josh were heading the ship on Saturday evening, and then I believe Gene and Rich in the morning. Josh over at Pinball, I believe. So I appreciate you guys holding down the fort, and yeah, I mean, not nothing too eventful.
Does that count as vacation pay for those guys?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy, man. That battle, you were mentioning that battle back race score. I guess that's one to mention. It came out last week, but that's gonna be insane to beat. That Zer score is absolutely absurd. A Shmups connoisseur, actually might be in Pearl's radar. I saw on Twin Galaxies he's got a MAME record on it. Of course, not arcade, but we'll see what he does when he comes out. There were a couple scores entered in, didn't necessarily even hit the marks. So yeah, nothing this week, but we got some gear team stuff for you guys next week.
Do the people watching have any idea the amount of stuff that's about to break around here as far as cool things coming up?
Yeah, it's kind of all hit at one time. It's I appreciate you guys' patience, of course, as in all things. These cool things do take some time, a lot of moving parts, but it's gonna be awesome. I mean, and it's just in time because at this month, coming up on spring break, it's gonna be crazy busy here at the arcade. Everyone's calling in. April, possibly some events lined up. I'm not too sure what's going on, what we're working on in the shadows, but definitely stay tuned. We'll be there, I think.
We had for February, best February we've ever had attendance-wise. Pretty cool. Last year really set that line very high to beat any month this year, but already toppling February's numbers is great. March, a difficult month. I think March and April were some pretty awesome months, so hopefully everybody's coming out. We like to see the growth.
Yeah, they're killer, man. And we got good reason to come out, guys, so gonna be having some awesome stuff coming out soon.
The more coming in, the more we can do. It puts the fuel in the tanks, so... Do you think they're going to guess this one?
No.
I would give no chance.
This is a no chancer?
Do you think anybody's even going to come up and play today? We got no new scores this week. we had to do the Are You Ready twice today. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
They're sleepy. I don't know. It's nice outside. Their bodies are just to the weather.
They're coming out of hibernation.
Coming out with some excuse.
All right. Well, let's see. Your Monday mystery game is it? How's this tarping? I don't know about this tarping either. It's working. That's good. Let's make sure that when we throw this off, we break my Voss bottle over there. 'Cause I like doing that. Your Monday mystery game, number 973, is none other than Steel Force. Released from Electronic Devices back in 1994. This, I believe, everyone's favorite Electronic Devices game. When you say Electronic Devices, you think Steel Force. Picture a game like Loaded, maybe. Arcade terms, maybe like Smash TV. Definitely not a lot of games like it. Who's stepping up first? Ed stepping up. Have you ever even heard of Steel Force?
No, not at all. This is going to be good.
All right, this is one of those, I love picking up obscure stuff that people haven't seen. This one's got pretty crazy soundtrack. I was digging that. Five stages, each stage with 3 levels to it. So you have a coin meter at the top. You want to be picking up those coins. So shooting down these walls, picking up the power-ups. There's weapon power-ups. There's ammunition that you've got to keep track of. There's grenades you've got to keep track of. Big Bang Blitz saying he's actually played it. Those big lasers take a lot of shots to blow up. So you are timed in this. Costs you a life if you run out of time. You definitely don't have to destroy all the enemies to get through. And surprisingly, if you do decide to try to take on all the enemies, you'll often find out you don't have enough time to get out of the level. So it's that balance of seeing that there's health down there. Missing that ammo, but that's all right. Picking up one. On to the first boss. But only 33 seconds on the clock. He's dodging. Oh no, takes a hit. It's going to be close. 22 seconds left on the clock. Gets out at about 19 on the stage, on the level 2 of Planet 1. A little bit like Alien Syndrome. I would say the gameplay on this, it's a little clunky overall. And it kind of comes down to the turn mechanism, where they're trying to play a full animation before they let you, like you have to complete your turn animation before you walk. And it makes it a little stiff. Oh, and through the door, a well-timed laser blast. Takes everything down. Those robots there sent out a spread shot. Picking up those power-ups. On the boss for level 1, 2. 33,230 so far. Those clunky controls make it interesting because you don't want to charge in too much.
Yeah, that's what threw me off a bit.
All those explosions. What'd you think?
That's pretty cool, actually. I might want to give that another try.
Awesome, man. All right, who's stepping up next? It's King. King, have you heard of Steel Force?
No, but it has a very familiar feeling to Alien Syndrome. I was watching gameplay of it on the stream, but never seen this one before. Never at all.
Well, let's see how you do. Released from Electronic Devices, a company in Italy, back in 1994. So those you can blow up, and those hold those coins. There's a coin counter. Up at the top, it's at 42 right now. So as you pick up coins that the defeated enemies drop, you want to follow those arrows and get out. Like, if you're trying to stick around and get some extra points, it's not worth it because you're going to run out of time. It's going to cost you a life. It's that balance of picking up coins. Enemies only worth 10 points, so also, you have a limited amount of ammo. Up at the top, it shows how many grenades and how many bullets you have left. A lot of different power-ups. Those down there each have coins and gold coins. The gold coins are worth, I think, 3, if I'm not mistaken. Leaving those bullets, don't want to miss those. Oh, that laser moves pretty slow, fortunately. Big Bang is saying this game has cool lighting effects. You know, a game like Loaded, which on PlayStation, that was very well known for its lighting effects. This all sprite based, which is so cool. Like, those, a lot of explosions. They've got to use like the shadowing that they're doing. See, 7 seconds left on the clock. What'd you think?
That's pretty intense. That clock is something that always scares me in any video game, is when the clock is ticking down, it makes you want to just keep moving. But it's a really, really fun game. Maybe I'll stream it later this week. Been busy because of a lot of conventions are coming up, C2E2 and a lot of stuff, so I've been heavily getting down and getting ready for March and C2E2 and all that. So Haven't been streaming much, but stay tuned and stick around. I'm going to try to have some streaming out before I head for convention season coming up. Maybe we'll definitely play this game because I like that game.
All right, man. Who's stepping up next? What is up, man? How have you been?
It's been a while.
It has been. Have you played Steel Force before? Have you heard of it?
No, never heard of it, never played it. From what I've seen so far, it kind of reminds me of Smash TV a little bit.
I would agree.
Yeah, I mean, all I could do is just really try it out.
Let's see how you do. So this really, one of my favorite parts is finding obscure games and bringing them in, putting them in front of people. Like this, I doubt anybody has played before. It's a game, a very small release. I'd only seen it for sale once. I've never seen it again. You really have to, like, there's not, when you clear stages, I don't think there's much of a time bonus. So it's not necessarily advantageous to get through quick, but defeating enemies is only minimal amounts of points. Nothing, no points for blowing up doors. Those coins, you want those. Those are good to pick up. Oh, no. Getting that health. Or he does. Getting that ammo. You want to follow those arrows. Oh, he missed the ammo. Hopefully that doesn't cost him. Coming up on the boss. King ran out of time here. He's got 33 seconds on the clock. It's all right. Running that guy's health meter down. Just slugging it out. 12 on the clock. Keep going. You got to get out. 2, 1. He does it at 1. So good. So good. 1 second left on the clock. Intense. Oh, big points down there, but the floor's falling out. Got to keep an eye out for those arrows. You want to pick up as many of the coins along the way as possible. Very good, man. Very, 1 second left on the clock. So good.
I didn't even realize there was a time limit until I was hearing you counting down. I was like, oh, crap.
You did it, though. You cleared that first stage. Pretty good, man. You going to be back on it?
Nah, not really. I just kind of come out here today. It's just been a while. I just want to see everyone here, see how everyone's been. And plus, it's just I had a whole bunch of crap that's been going on for a little bit. I just wanted to take a break, come out here in GTA.
Awesome, man. Always awesome having you here, man. Thank you so much for coming out.
No problem, Doc.
Thank you, man. Awesome seeing you.
Also, shout out to Twitch, man. It's good to see you guys supporting the Galloping Ghost Arcade over here.
Thank you for that, man. Very awesome. Very awesome. Stepping up, it's Jimbo Slice. Jimbo, have you played Steel Force?
No, but it looks like Crackdown and Alien Syndrome with a life bar. Pardon my voice. Hey, my treads are acting up. I'm fine.
All right, well, let's see how you do. Steel Force, this one, the cabinet we picked up recently. Trying to even recall where we picked this one up. I want to say we picked this cabinet up out in Indiana. But the board we found on eBay. Had it brought in fairly recently. As we've been going through the vaults, you know, it's hard to have new games come in. We got so many games that have been in the vaults for a long time. You know, there's still one game in the vault that we got from the original pickup. From before the arcade opened. Coming up to that boss. Oh, he doesn't get that ammo. It's funny, the grenades don't do that much damage. You're definitely better off just using your blaster and alternating in a grenade shot. 15 left. Jimbo Slice just going to go toe-to-toe with it. He's got to... Uh-oh, it's going to be so close. He's got to get out now. He's got a wall to take down. Oh, no. Oh. He must have dawdled somewhere. Jimbo shaking his head.
Stressful, but thank you.
Jimbo Slice, thank you so much, man. Stepping up next, it's Jose. What is up, man? Have you played Steel Force?
No, I haven't.
Had you heard of Steel Force?
No, I haven't.
That is awesome. That's means we're doing something right here, putting these titles that people have never heard of. Probably, I haven't seen every arcade in the world, but I would say this is probably the only arcade in the world that has Steel Force on the arcade floor. So let's see how you do. That music, so good, so good. Game 973 creeping up to 1,000. Getting closer and closer every week. There is that time limit. This is definitely not a game where you want to engage many enemies. You want to run. Get to that boss and have as much time to take him down as you possibly can. You want to follow those arrows and look for the doors. Save the extra time for picking up those gold coins and but don't go like the timer is so brutal in this game. You want to make sure that what's that? This is definitely not a game for padding. This game, you don't even have to have me or Tom throw your score out. You're not even going to let you get it with this game. If you're trying to pad just a few points, defeating enemies is worth next to nothing. There's a lot of enemies that are worth no points. It's a very interesting. They want you to pick up coins. They want you to be moving forward. In that, the design is actually pretty good. A little thought put into the scoring mechanic. Maybe. Or at least whatever happened worked in their favor for the scoring community. Some big points in there. You definitely don't want to be missing power-ups. But you got to be making forward progress almost all the time. Grab those bullets when you can. Don't engage that turret because you only have 30 seconds to defeat this boss now. 25 on the clock for him. We'll see. That's not a lot of time. Jose tearing through it. Keep going. You're not out yet. 10 on the clock. Pretty good. Cheering him on. Again, the controls a little clunky because they're making that animation play, which is interesting. It's again, it makes it work where you're not overly mobile. This game, if it didn't have that, you just walk through this game. But that clunkiness, not bad once you get used to it. Jose saving his ammo, which is smart. You don't want to just be shooting without locking down a target. But he's got to get out of this room. Follow those arrows. Get out. You're going to run out of time. Oh, but he's got to pick up all those grenades and all those bullets. Leaving those coins on the table. Already at the boss. This guy more mobile and able to put out the shots. He got him. Level 2 boss, and he's out. Stage 1, level 3. This is the first time we're seeing level 3. You gotta watch those arrows and follow where they're telling you to go. Uh-oh, he's engaging that enemy. There's some bonuses up there, but it's costing him time. Hopefully it pays off. The floor's falling out from underneath him. Gotta be careful of that. He's got a pretty strong gun right now. Oh no. Very good. Best we've seen. What'd you think, man? How'd you get so good at Steel Force?
That was pretty fun, I gotta say. Oh, hold on.
First to make the board. This soundtrack. $49,180. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. You know, my first time playing it. I played a little bit of Alien Syndrome, but yeah, that was pretty fun for an Alien. Well, it looks like an Alien Syndrome knockoff, but a fun one nonetheless.
All right, thank you, man. Awesome score. Very nicely done. Who's stepping up next? It's Andrew. What is up, man? Have you heard of Steel Force?
Never heard of it.
What are your initial sights of it? What are you looking? What are you thinking?
It reminds me a little bit of Alien Syndrome. That's the first thing I thought of. Maybe also a little of a Xenocrisis a little bit. Kind of reminds me to go to the rooms and stuff. Reminds me a little bit of that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it a run.
Good luck. Andrew going in on Steel Force. You know, this what kind of got me interested in this one. So usually I give you a little insight into my buying process. First off, if I've never seen the game before and I see a title I don't know, that instantly makes me interested. It's like, what could this be? Because I've turned over a lot. I've turned over a lot of rocks to see what's underneath. Seeing something that I haven't seen before is always like, okay, is this going to be good? And visually, this looked great. Very unique. There's not a lot of games like it. You follow those arrows. Those arrows, however, the ones that are usually going in the other direction will have some special power-ups. So I believe the way it works is as you collect coins, you've got a coin counter up at the top. Andrew, the greed. I like it. He wanted that special gun. It's more of a laser blaster. Those tiles falling out from underneath him. Oh, look at all those coins down there. Up, he missed him. So each cycle of coins powers up your gun. So it's a balance of getting gun power-ups, keeping bullets in your gun, getting coins to keep making your gun stronger, but managing your time. Andrew's got a minute left on the clock. Zone 2. Those slugs, I don't know. I wonder how much those are point-wise. And those robots that when you shoot them, they let out a spread shot. I wonder if those are worth a fair amount of coin, too. Uh-oh. Andrew, 12 on the clock. He's got a strong gun, but he's got to cut through this thing. He can still do it. Two on the clock. Intense. He's right there down to the last 2 seconds. Gameplay-wise, you have to wonder, like, if we were making a game like this, we knew how it played and we knew how we wanted players to play it, and we wanted to make it interesting scoring. This has some pretty interesting scoring because, like, enemies really aren't worth killing, and that's usually what players are doing, is shooting enemies. But in shooting enemies, you're powering up your gun, which is an important thing. Those red coins, or the gold coins, you want to get those because those are worth 2. Maybe the gold are only worth 2. Gold are worth 2, correct. You could see early on, oh, that's a lot of bullets. His gun is pretty powered up, so he's wrecking a lot of these enemies that are getting in his way. $31,880 is the score right now. In the lower left-hand corner. Might not be displaying on the... can't tell if it's on the stream or not. Looks like it is not. Maybe Tom can come up here and make that adjustment. This boss definitely much more difficult He's moving around. He's like... Time is running out. I would go toe-to-toe with him and just get it over with, because you're either going to have game over or lose a life. Did it just too late. What'd you think?
It's tough. It's not an easy game. It's a little figure. I like the fact you can keep picking up stuff. Makes it interesting. You got to worry about the time, though. So I think it's a good mixture of, like, gotta be fast, but you gotta a little bit, being a little bit greedy, I think helps.
I agree.
It's fun. I'll definitely be on it again.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Who's stepping up next? Norbert, what is up, man? Have you heard of Steel Force?
No.
Are you a fan of Smash TV or Alien Syndrome?
Smash TV, yes. Alien Syndrome, not so much.
All right, well, let's see how you do. Black Atlas, what is up, man? Today's Monday mystery game is none other than Steel Force, released from Electronic Devices in Italy back in 1994. All right, I think Waffles is up for this one. He's throwing in a bet. Let's have the bet be, will Waffles get past level 2? Not stage 2. 3 levels. Will he beat the second boss? Jose did it. Will he get past the first 3 levels into stage 2? David, what is up, man? Thank you for joining us today. Never seen this game myself before seeing it pop up on eBay. That's kind of the thing. It's I am constantly checking for boards and cabinets, and it's one of those things where you got to act quick on a lot of these games. If you don't, they're going to get picked up by some other collector. Uh-oh. Norbert. 9 seconds to defeat this boss. Doesn't have the time on the clock to do it. What'd you think?
It's hard. It's hard. Very difficult game, for sure.
Be back on it?
Probably not, guys. I to get back home soon because I got to help out my wife and stuff. But no, it's great. I mean, I will be back next week, though. Next week, Monday.
Awesome, man. We will see you then. Thank you so much for coming out, man. Will you, what'd I say, get to level 2 or beat level 2? Jose did it. Beat level 2. So you have to go 7 rounds in. Beat 6 bosses and get to that 7th round. I did in my first test play, but we'll see. We'll see. 2-player, too, which is pretty cool. The obsessiveness with finding these rare games and collecting. I maybe have a problem, a collecting problem. You do not get infinite grenades, but just run after those exits. Just to the left. Just go as quick. Don't worry about enemies. Get as many of those coins as you defeat enemies. Shoot these. Get those coins to your left. And just keep tearing through the enemies. Everything's pretty much only one hit. So you are pretty overpowered in this game. Controls are a bit clunky and take a little bit of time to get used to. Don't worry about going back. Always moving forward. And it's auto fire, so just hold it down. If you see something telling you to go the other way, it probably means there's some special secret in there. But you want to constantly be going forward so you don't run out of time. Don't worry about the enemies. Don't worry about the coins. Just try to get through it, because if you run out of time, your game is over. Shoot those things at the bottom and pick up all those coins. Don't worry about that turret. Because you want to have time on your side. Go through that top one. Go down quick and grab everything. Keep going, get it all. And get out to the right and down. Get that health, even though you don't need it. Get those bullets. To the left. Through the door and up. Keep going, you're fine. Get those coins, get those coins. You're going down to the left and then right. All right, run it. Get that health. Get these bullets to your right. You're at the boss. Go up and to the right. And now you're at the boss. You can just go toe-to-toe. Hold the button down. Fire missiles when you can. Ten on the clock. Just go toe-to-toe. You'll take him out. Go, go, go. Up, up, up. Oh, no. He doesn't do it. Oh. One step away from being out. We had 5 more bosses. The levels, it looks to me like they really put a lot of effort in that first stage, and then the levels seemingly kind of get shorter and shorter. So close. Redbone, what is up, man? Awesome seeing you. Redbone, thank you for all you do, man. Pillar of the community here. paying out on that bet. We're going to send everybody over to L Rock. Hope everybody enjoyed today's Monday mystery game, Steel Force, released from Electronic Devices of Italy in 1994. We're going to send everybody to L Rock. Tell them we say hello. Tell them what you've seen here. Until next time, thanks everybody to Stock Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Redbone, Hater Shack, Fear Dreadster, Elser, Undead, Big Bang, Real Hammer, Billy Lee, Tim's Tiny Arcade, Tracy, A-Train, Orlando. Thank you all so much. We will see you next week.